People ask us all the time, won't my life insurance pay for my funeral services? The answer to that, folks, is no. It might, if there's any money left over to reimburse the people who had to pay for the services up front. Because what's required for life insurance to pay is the certified copy of the death certificate. And in most counties, that's going to take 5 to 10 working days. Then, after you have the death certificate, you must send that into the insurance company. And then the insurance company, by policy, has up to 30 days to review that. Now, however long that review takes, they're only going to do one of three things. Either going to pay the claim, deny the claim, or they're going to want more information. So what do you think they're going to want? Everybody say, more information. Then what your family has to do is collect up all that data and send that to the insurance company. And that second review in the United States can take up to 180 days. At the end of that review, they will only do two things, either pay the claim or deny the claim. And this is what puts families in such a bad position, because the funeral homes, they are not banks. They do not extend credit. They provide a service and they expect to get paid at the time of service. If you, back here now, if you do not memorize this page 13, what will happen at the time when you close? Well, I've got life insurance. That's going to pay for it. So the purpose of this section right here is to annihilate, disabuse them of the belief that their life insurance is going to be available at the time of death. Is that totally clear? That's important. I'm very strict on this section right here. Very strict, okay? Because this right here will save you so much time later on in the presentation. Next is your bank accounts and investments. Now this is here so that the funeral director will know how many certified copies of the death certificate to get for you. And this is on page 14, by the way, of your script book. So this section's for your bank accounts and investments. It's here so the funeral director will know how many certified copies of the death certificate to get for you. So it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. What matters is the location, because nowadays people bank online, offline, the bank up the street, crypto line, I don't know what line, right? So it's important that your family knows. Now, if something happened to both of you today, do your loved ones have all this information on file at their fingertips? No. Now, I just said that, so that's not even in the script, but you can add things to it, okay? Now, go ahead, turn to page 15 in your script book, please. Yes.
On the bank.
Oh, great question. Depends on the bank. So, as when we're sitting with people, you can say it depends on your bank. Well, we're both on joint accounts, right? Well, it doesn't matter. If you, we have a POD account, payable upon death. Doesn't matter. You know what's required for POD to pay? Certified copy of the death certificate. So that question we'll answer about how many death certificates a person needs when we get all the way down towards closing. So go ahead, turn to page 4 in your presentation book. This is going to be page 15 or page 16, the bottom of page 15, or top 68 things. Okay, so in your book here, you have a list. So what I'd like you to do is just draw an X from number 7 all the way through number 18 on the first one there, right here. This is page 4 in your personal planning guide. Okay, cross out 7 through 18, please. And then Adriel, that's on a 30-minute timer, right? So if you have to start it, just let me know. Down here are the cemetery arrangements. Okay, all right. So we'll wind up going through this. So now, this is how you handle this on page 15. Now you can say, when you die, there are 68 things that your loved ones will have to do for you. Everybody say loved ones. Can anybody tell me why we say loved ones? That's right. How many of you believe the people you're sitting with love their kids? How many of you believe that? Nobody believes it, right? How many of you believe the people you're sitting with probably love their grandkids? That's why we say loved ones. We don't really say family. And by the way, nobody passes away. Nobody's lost. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. Has anyone here lost somebody? Right? Where'd you go find them? So we want to hammer this home that this is real. So now the reason, can anybody tell me why I probably had you cross out 17 through 18? Anybody besides Voss? Okay, the reason we crossed out 7 through 18 is so you don't have to memorize it. You don't have to read it. When I started this, my presentations were 3 hours long, maybe 3.5, because I felt like I had to read everything. And then I did the training video, and the guy who was training me, he didn't read it. I go, you didn't read that? He goes, no, I never read that. I go, well, when I was trained, we had to read it all. So when I have you X things out, it's for your own benefit, is that you don't have to memorize it. Now, when you die, there are 68 things your loved ones will have to do for you. Now, the first is to select a funeral home. Secondly, whether they want to or not, We'll have to book an appointment and meet with the funeral director, provide information for the death certificates, what services and where, who needs to be called, who would be the speaker,